Hello and welcome to Shelley's Sacred Space and our Tarot Tidbits. Today we are talking the 9 and 10 of Wands. Now to recap, we are looking and comparing 4 different decks to see what is similar and what is different in the cards and get a better understanding. So we are starting with the Coleman Smith Rider-Waite Radiant version, the Fifth Spirit Tarot, the Somnia Tarot, and the Green Witch Tarot. So let's get started. So the Nine of Wands represents hard work, being part of a good fight, taking a break, moving forward, exhaustion, wisdom, distrust, recovery, determination, and wisdom. So again, our wands is action. So we're looking at, we've done a lot of things and we're a little bit in need of a rest. This card can indicate kind of coming back into yourself and reassessing everything. See how far you've come with the understanding that you're going to move on. You just need this moment. So the similarities in these 3 cards have the wands upright or a slight angle, but basically upright. This is the only card where they're laying out and they're not lined up straight like they were in the 8. They're now a little bit offside and in different directions, but they're still lined up and organized. So it does indicate that you've got all your ducks in a row. You know that you need to move forward. You're just taking a moment to look at where you are, where you've come from, and what action you're going to take to move forward. In this card, we have the fairy up here who's helping. So there might be those little thoughts that are coming through that are like, oh yeah, remember this. Oh, remember that. This is definitely a card about taking a breath. But because it's also action, it's taking a breath and moving forward. Don't stay stuck there. You could very easily be like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. But if you stay there, you don't move forward anymore. Again, in this one, we have someone who looks very exhausted. He's beat up, leaning on the wand, but all the wands behind are standing straight up, which means you've done those. Those are done. We've accomplished that. Constant. I just want to take a deep breath. Now, this one is interesting because you've got all the wands standing up and near the end, and you've got daylight coming in over here, night here, daylight coming in there. So it almost indicates that you're coming to the end of this moment. So all these actions that you take, everything that you put in the 8 of Wands and directed into the same spot is now coming to an end. It's coming to a fruition. Now in this one, you have the candlebra in the water, slightly tilted, but still intact. And it looks like the person is walking away. Now they do have protection. Don't know if it's raining or not, but this is the part that I find really interesting, which is the reflection. So that's where we get into the indication that we need to take that moment to stop and do a little bit of reflecting on everything. We don't have to rush into the next action. Just take a moment. They even could be turned away from all the action that has been happening to take a breather and just look at the calm water because it's not that wavy. And then, of course, in this one, we have the looking at everything, assessing where you're at. This is from a spot of safety. It's from a home area, so it's not out doing the action. It's coming back in. And again, I keep wanting to take a deep breath. So 9 of Wands, take a deep breath. So let's take a look at the 10. So the 10 of Wands indicates a lot of hard work. These are all the things that you carry on your shoulders. These are the outcomes and the actions and the to-do lists and everything that you do on a day-to-day basis. This is why the deep breath at the 9 was so important, because in order to finish this, you need to go this last bit. Now, in your Rider-Waite, you have the wands, and it looks like they're headed for the house. So that's what I mean. Like, this comes to an end, but you have to get that last little bit. So you needed that breath in 9 in order to do the rest of 10. Right? In this card, we have the big bonfire that's bringing everything to a final, a finish. We've done everything that we can do. Now it's going to run its course. In this one, we've got the hard work still. And same with the bonfire, because the bonfire, in order to keep it strong and going, you have to continue to feed it. You have to continue to put ammunition on it, whether it's wood or actions. Okay. This one here, they've managed, I should move it closer. They've managed to strap themselves to hold up the wands out of the water. So it almost feels like in 9, they dropped it, left it, took a breath, looked out there and went, do I really want to do this? Decided to come back, work it so that they could do it. That doesn't mean it's not tiring. Your muscles hurt, your back is sore, your butt is numb. All of that is happening in this picture, and the only thing you can do is to continue to hold the candelabra up. Now, this one is the one that gets me because, yes, she has the wand. She's carrying them along and she's going uphill, which tells me it's not quite done yet. The struggle is not quite done. You still have to get, but she's headed up to here. And we know that. That's where the path leads. That's where the light is. That's where the new day is. That's where everything ends from there. So 10s usually indicate the ending and the starting new, a fresh cycle. And that doesn't change here. We definitely have the end of it coming, but there's still a lot of work to get there. And this card really encourages you not to give up. You're so close. So if you do get this card, you may feel like you're in the 9 of Wands, exhausted and done. The 10 really encourages you just a little bit longer. It's like when you have a business and you think, I'm not making any difference in anyone's life. And if you just hold on a little bit longer, the breakthrough happens and you're like, ah, I am helping. Mm. Personal example. Sorry. But that is our 10. So still a lot of work, but you also got it. So thank you for joining me for our 9 and 10 of wands. Our next cards will be the Page and the Knight of Wands. So until next time, bye for now.